I can't be living off checks. Burn the cess when I'm stressed. EPE what I rap. In the ground shake when I step.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Chosen One with two guns, repping that EmZ Bitch TV. First thing first, man, make sure you smash that sub button, like, share, comment, all the above, all that good stuff. Now check it. Today we got breaking news. The jury is in, and Mac and Nuke from the Tekashi69 trial has been found guilty. Yeah, they lost trial. Today was the day that, you know what I'm saying? Today was that day, man. And they've been found guilty. I read that the Tekashi69, for him taking the stand is what? Close the whole thing up. You feel me? That was all they needed. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew that once this guy take that stand, it was going to be over. Why you think the other nine guys copped out? Because they knew that Tekashi was gonna do what he did to them, so they hurried up and copped out early so they could get a good amount of time. You know what I'm saying? When you do this kind of stuff and you fight it and you take it to trial, you're wasting a lot of the money from the state and all of that, because people got to work more. Prosecutor, the judge, your jury. All these people have to get paid, you feel me? Officers and all of this, all these people got to get paid for you taking it to trial. So this is why people get smoked when they lose in trial, because, you're causing all this extra stuff to happen when you could have easily taken a deal, you know what I mean? Knowing that you probably did what you did. That's why they give you a chance. Hey, take this deal, you know what I'm saying? If you did what you being accused of, just take it now nice and early. Take this nice little sweet hit. Or you could try fighting it. You can win and beat it. But if you lose, you're going to get hit quadruple, 5 times, sometimes even 10 times more than whatever they was going to hook you up with in the beginning. So with that said, I'm just going to read to y'all what the reports are saying. A pair of Treyway Blood Gang members were found guilty today, for drug dealing and other mayhem around the city, thanks in large part to the testimony of their former friend Tekashi69. Anthony Harv Ellison was convicted of kidnapping Tekashi in July 2018 amid a dispute about the rapper's money and gang bona fides. Harv Nuke Mac was found guilty of dealing over 1 kilo of heroin and fentanyl for the gang. Damn. So Nuke got found guilty for selling birds in New York, fentanyl and heroin, and then Nuke got found guilty for kidnapping 6ix9ine and some other stuff, for letting off his guns and stuff like that. The jury acquitted Ellison and Mac of using guns during both crimes. Oh, yeah, what I just said. Ellison and Mac were the ones on trial for 2 weeks, but the Brooklyn-born rapper stole the show. The self-proclaimed troll testified under a cooperation agreement with the government for 3 days. He betrayed the gang that made him a commercial success through a mix of street cred, viral trash talk on social media, and rowdy music videos filled with 9 Treyway members. Suddenly, the rap world revolved around the Manhattan federal court as Tekashi's testimony became fodder for memes. Big names like Meek Mill and 50 Cent cited his downfall as a cautionary tale of aspiring rappers posing as real gangsters. The rapper Troy Ave attended the trial. Man, so Troy Ave was pulling up. Then it says here, what did you get from 9 Treyway? Assistant U.S. Attorney Michael Longyear asked Tekashi. He said, that's when Tekashi said, I would say my career, credibility, my video, music, and protection. Yeah, his signature rainbow-colored hair had been replaced by 2 tight, dark braids. His face tattoos, of course, remained. Evidence showed that as the 9 Treyway became more famous thanks to Tekashi, Members' acts of violence became more brazen. Tekashi filmed as his gangbanging manager, Kafano Shotti Jordan, robbed a rival's backpack at gunpoint in broad daylight in the lobby at Times Square. This is the video that I put up a few days ago when Shotti and the crew went in and they had got, what's his name, Scumlord Dizzy, in the building of the Rapalot building. And that's when Tekashi was outside in the truck recording it from outside, because what this happened was so close that he could have done it. Recorded from outside, because it was literally like 10 feet from where Tekashi was sitting at in the truck. Like, these guys literally got robbed in the lobby, and right there in the lobby, like, you know, when you enter a building, there's a lobby. Like, these guys got right there. Like, the door from the street sidewalk and the building is like right, like they got right behind that door. Like, that's crazy. Like, they're getting got as civilians are walking by in the streets. Like, damn, that must have been embarrassing, yo, for that dude Scumlord Dizzy to get got like that. No wonder why you was denying it for so long. Couldn't deny it no more once that video came out, boy. You got the headband that said scum. You had the book that looked just like you. Your whole outfit that you've been wearing for like man long was on that video. That's what happened. This guy was talking spicy about 6ix9ine for a minute in the beginning, and I'm talking about this was in the beginning when 6ix9ine was popping and they were doing anything for him, and this guy would just blah, 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 blah. And I'm just watching the whole thing, and I'm like, this guy, man, they gonna get him, and they gonna make an example out of this guy. And look, I knew it was gonna happen because he was doing so much trash. He kept bashing 6ix9ine like he was so mad that 6ix9ine took that whole scum thing and everything, which he had a right to be mad. But you should have known something was going to happen when you kept talking about that rainbow head kid, because he was one of the few in New York that kept bashing them. You know what I'm saying? And basically trying to take his credibility away. And you know them Treyway guys was not trying to hear none of that, because you messing with the bag, so you had to get violated. But anyway, let me go back. What was I at? Evidence showed that 9 Trey became more famous thanks to Tekashi. Members' acts of violence became more. Oh, my bad. I read that already. My bad, y'all. What was I at? Oh, yeah. In another episode, a member of Tekashi's entourage fired a gun inside the Barclays during a confrontation with the crew of rival Casanova. Yeah, they had one of them. They had to take that L too. Yeah, for the shooting in there, that was Shotti. I think Shotti had to take that L. Yeah. Mac, who played a relatively minor role in the trial, allegedly dealt drugs with a heroin dealer who admitted to employing an NYPD sergeant as a carrier. Yeah, so Mac was caught up into this thing because he was dealing with a guy that turned into an informant when he got caught by the police. And this guy, which his name is CEO Chris, he had the connections for the fentanyl in China. He was getting it through the mail. So he was working a lot with Nuke. And this is what messed up Nuke and that guy, because that guy ended up turning into an informant. And that guy even told on somebody else that was working with him, which happened to be a police officer. Damn, how you telling on a police officer? Like, damn, bro. But anyway, yeah, that's where we at with it, you know. Mac's attorney, Lou Fasulo, vowed to appeal. Of course they're going to try to appeal. Come on, that's... Everybody goes for an appeal when they lose. That's like guaranteed. That's like automatic. Think about it. All you got is time. Why not appeal? Why not? What you gonna do? Sit in there and sit in jail and just, it's okay. I lost. I just take this L. I just sit here for 20 years. Nah, because if you keep appealing and you appeal and appeal and appeal, you feel me? Sometimes that junk work. That junk works sometimes, and you get cut and you get some time cut. A lot of times it don't, but sometimes it does. And when you ain't got nothing else to do, you might as well appeal. Attorney Devrox Kenny said Ellison was surprised and disappointed. He was considering an appeal. Both men will be sentenced in February. Damn. I mean, Harv, man, what can I say, bro? You know what I mean? You went and you got this rainbow head dude. You feel me? Well, he ain't know that that he was getting watched by the feds and none of that. He ain't know none of that. Damn, it's crazy. And that, I mean, Tekashi did get caught slipping pretty well, if you ask me. Think about it. It was just him and his driver. The only thing is that Tekashi ain't had nothing on him, but still, they ended up going to his crib and getting the bag of stuff anyway. So that was a big win for Harv that night, and whoever the other person was. That you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't messy. They ain't had to bust at nobody. Ain't nobody got hurt. Ain't nobody got murked. It was clean. You feel me? It was a clean little kidnapping. What messed Harv up was that all the cameras was in the car. Thanks to who? Thanks to the driver, Jorge, that set all of them up. You feel me? And I really think that Tekashi knew that the car was tapped, was wired. I think Tekashi knew the car was wired. Because when you go back and you watch that video, as Tekashi is like dragged out of that car, you keep hearing Tekashi saying, "Oh, yo, Harv, man, why you doing this, Harv? Yo, I always did right by you, Harv. Yo, chill, Harv." Like, he mentioned his name like 4 times. And like, I'm thinking like he's talking to Harv like if he know something that Harv don't know. You know what I'm saying? About what was happening. Like the way he just was mentioning Harv's name while this whole thing was happening. You understand? It was like I felt like 6ix9ine knew that either that car was wired or that he knew that the cops were somewhere around. That's what I think. I don't know, because the way he kept saying Harv's name when that whole thing was happening, I was like, I don't think you'll be in a situation like that. You'll be saying his name that many times. You probably, yo, bro, chill, yo, you know what I'm saying? But like saying the name, like what type of person says your name in a situation like that many times? Unless if you know somebody's recording. You understand? That's just my theory. Yeah, so damn, it says Mac was disappointed. Yeah, he's disappointed, as he should, because he doesn't know how many years he's gonna get now, and he has no idea, and Mac doesn't know either. Mac and Ellison don't know. They don't know what they're gonna get now. They had a chance at one moment. They had an opportunity to take a certain amount of time, and they said no. I don't remember if they had put it out there in the media. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I really don't remember. But they got hit with a certain amount of time before all of this. Trust me. They went up to them and they said, "Look, man, you could take this amount of years, or you're gonna have to go to trial." And Tekashi's gonna go to trial. You know what they said? They said, "Nah, we're taking it to trial because I know I ain't kidnapped them. I know I didn't do what they're acquitting me. I know I didn't." Why would you take it to trial, man? Why? Because I think because he wanted to show the world that Tekashi was really a snitch and that he was really gonna take the stand. I think he was more worried about embarrassing 6ix9ine than his own time. Because he could have easily copped out to them years they were throwing at him and let Tekashi, you know, he was going to be a snitch regardless. But I think he just wanted him to take the stand. He's like, yo, you know what? I'm going to make you take the stand. You're going to have to tell on me. Because if you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they showed him the evidence. Like, look, man, you know they got you on video, bro. They got you on video. They got you on audio. You sure you want to take it to trial? Nah, man, I know I didn't do it. That's what I don't understand. Like, if you know that you did it, why would you take it to trial? And your lawyer's telling you that they got all this evidence against you. Why would you take it to trial? I think it's because he wanted Tekashi to take the stand. He probably didn't think Tekashi was going to take the stand. That's what I think it was. I think Harv didn't think Tekashi was going to take the stand on him. He probably thought this nigga ain't going to do it. He not going to take the stand. He not. He too worried about his music career. And bam, this guy takes the stand. And yeah, that's it. There you have it. And then it says here that at one point, Ellison had texted Tekashi and said, "Stop picking and choosing when you want to be a gangster." It says here also that it seems that everything went sideways when Tekashi made a split decision. He kicked out Ellison, Harv. He kicked out Harv out the crew, out the money crew, not and kept Shotti. So that got Harv very mad because you kicked him out and you changed your number. You never hit him up. You just kicked him out. This guy Harv went from making probably, I don't know, maybe 5,000 a week just by being your security to not making nothing, and you probably had all types of false dreams. Tekashi probably promised this guy so much stuff, and then just to get kicked out like that, and you side with one person. But Tekashi was saying that he was getting extorted, but that's what he's saying though. There still ain't no real proof that Tekashi was getting extorted yet. You know what I mean? Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. But what I'm saying is that there hasn't been no real proof for that. Not even in this whole trial. There's no real proof of them extorting 6ix9ine. It's not like there's any conversations where you could hear Harv saying like, yeah, man, that's why I'm glad I got him for all that bread when I was down with him. Like, why you don't hear nothing like that? Why you don't hear any conversations like that coming out? You hear all types of other conversations coming out, but why not anything like that? Why any conversation hasn't been coming out with Tekashi69 getting done super grimy as far as being money? And you telling me that ain't nobody was talking spicy on them phones? Maybe 6ix9ine never got extorted. Maybe 6ix9ine just didn't want to be paying. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just didn't want to pay the gang. Maybe he just didn't want to. Maybe he was like, I'm paying too many people. Why pay for 10 guys when I could get 3 security guys? You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's probably what was it. Or I could be wrong. I don't know. But there you have it, y'all. So, the guys were found guilty. Just like everybody thought was going to happen. 6ix9ine took the whole stand, bro. And brung up even Jim Jones. He brung up Jim Jones. He brung up Cardi B. He brung up OGs that was like, that had nothing to do with this, that are still in the hood, like that are outside. Like I heard he brung up some guy, I forgot his name. He brung up some dude that's like well known, that's in the hood, like he in the hood right now. Some well known hood dude. Lucky for him, he ain't get wrapped up in this whole thing. So yeah, man. They were found guilty. Ain't no telling how many years they're gonna get. In February, they'll be sentenced. Now remember, Shotti has gotten hit with the most years so far, with 15. Remember that. Shotti got hit with 15. Harv is gonna get the most years, I think. I think Harv's gonna get more than Mac. I think he's gonna get more. I think he's gonna get more because of the whole kidnapping. Remember, he took somebody and kidnapped them. Kidnapping is very bad. That's taking somebody, out of their will and forcing them to do something that they don't want to. You kidnap. That's hard. Trust me, you don't want to go down for kidnapping. And then on top of that, he went down with busting guns and all of this stuff. So I don't know. If I had to pick how many years they might throw at him, I don't know. I would say probably 20, 25. But I think Harv's gonna get the most. It's gonna be Harv, and I think second is gonna be Shotti, of course, with the 15. But Harv is gonna get the most. He's gonna be the one up top now with the most years, just because he took it to trial and lost. That's the only reason why. He would have gotten way less. He would have admitted to it. Would have got, would have copped up with a little number. But this is how the world is. This is how the court goes. The system has always been like that. That's why you cop out. You cop out when you get a good sounding number. If you feel like you really, really innocent, then you take it to trial. When you know you're innocent, but you're not supposed to take it to trial, rolling that dice, hoping that something goes wrong. You feel me? If you know you really did it, you might as well just take whatever year they offer you in the beginning. But that's if you know you really did it. And this is why, and before I leave, and this is why a lot of people started thinking that maybe 6ix9ine did plan the whole kidnapping. Because people were like, I just can't see somebody taking it to trial like that really saying that they didn't do it. Like, he really was saying that he didn't do it, that Tekashi made up the whole thing. Like, he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, he swore to God. He put his hand on the Bible and said Tekashi69 made up the whole thing. And come to find out, it really did happen because he was found guilty. So that means 12 people think that he did it at least. EmZ. Gang. Hey, what up? Hope y'all like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, smash that like button, and drop some comments. Also, for those who want to show love and support the EmZ TV, there's Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo located in the description box in every video. Chosen one, 2 guns, EmZ. Don't forget the TV 100.